a new school schedule, dances you should go to, and a new and really awkward random ramblings.
All that and more coming up on the Tiger Cub Online's January broadcast.
Hi, I'm Nathaniel Sass.
And I'm Sarah Johnson. The Hastings Public Schools system has decided to ruffle everyone's feathers a bit and shake up the schedule.
The change is coming soon, and reporter Jenna Kalucki has the story.
So our school improvement team here at the high school, which is made up of a group of teachers, really have been talking about ways that we could really assist students really having a better high school experience and being more academically successful.
Principal Jay Opperman, along with Hastings High's school improvement team, have been conjuring up an idea to improve school academics along with school relationships.
We've really looked at a couple different options. One would be actually just to shorten the periods a little bit and then kind of turn that time into the Tiger team time. We're leery of that because we already have a lot of transitions in the day. Our periods are already comparatively fairly short for a high school. There's sometimes even, I know I taught science, that in 45 minutes really to get to introduce a lab, to do the lab, to really get some closure, that could be tough. And so the other option is really to consider somehow using alternating or modified block in some way, which would be unfamiliar to us. I've taught or worked here for 20 years. This would be different.
Math teacher Kurt Ortegren has been working with Opperman to finalize this new school schedule.
Did a lot of research. It's not just something we're just, grabbing out of the air. We're really trying to do what's best for the kids to improve our scores on the NISA, improve grades in general, and even just have our kids get more out of the classes that they're taking.
Creating the new schedule will allow for more time to focus on those students who need extra help in the classroom.
We've been working on an idea that we're calling Tiger Team Time, and it would really be to build in maybe about a 35 or 40 minute period. We're not sure if it'll be 3 or 4 days a week. That isn't set yet. There's some things that aren't in stone yet, but that would specifically be a way, one, to provide student support to be better organizationally, help them with getting work done, help them plan out and goal set what they're going to get done. Maybe seniors who are on track, all C's or better, that they may not be obligated to go to that time, that they might have open campus. They could, if they wanted to go home or if they wanted to go to the library and study or something of that nature. We're considering doing that. We know some of our seniors are very good about it. They love to tutor, they love to help other students. That would be a way that maybe seniors could give back in a way to a little community service also. If they have an expertise, it would be cool if they were helping also with students, would be a possibility. But that's our current vision, is that we would have freshmen through seniors assigned to a room. I think seniors who are on track doing the right things, we would give them that freedom to use that time as they see fit if they're managing themselves well.
Art teacher Virginia Madison shares her views on the two choices for changed class times.
For me to have to sit in a math class for 80 minutes would probably drive me up the wall. But put me in a painting class and I'd be in heaven. So I think in lab classes, even science, I think that'll be great. If they shorten it, I think that's going to be really difficult to get the quality of work that we have already.
Ortegren agrees with Madsen when it comes to which schedule to choose, along with ways to keep kids going for 80 minutes.
Both options have positives and negatives, but I think that the block scheduling actually would be the best. Probably the main reason is every class period will be the same length. So we're going to be covering twice as much as we normally do. So it would lead to nice transitions of notes, practice, maybe even working on an assignment for a while with somebody else in class with the teacher to answer questions, and then kind of recollecting again and doing some more notes and doing that pattern. I think if you break it up like that with math, it'd really be nice. I think some of the lower level classes might struggle for that long. Number one, they just don't have that long of attention span, and number two, we go slower, so it's hard to cover multiple topics in one day.
Opperman says the date is tentative but closer than many may think.
In terms of timeline down the road, when will this happen? Right now, we don't have a definite date. Sometime by the beginning of fourth quarter. I would say that would be the latest date. We really do feel that we need to do some training and planning with our staff, particularly if the block schedule is a part of what we do. And it's possible that we could have some days block and some not. I mean, we're not set, and that could change actually as we see how it goes. But we feel some need that we need to just do some training with our staff, so if we go to a block, they would feel more comfortable working in a longer time frame and how to utilize that time, because there's no way you're going to lecture for 80 or 85 minutes. The teacher might run out of voice and the students might all be out. And so just how we engage and utilize that time to be more effective. Also just need to do some training and make sure that when we implement this time that we're really using it consistently from room to room and really providing that support for students that we want to support, both on a relationship side and on an organizational academic success side. So latest would be the beginning of fourth quarter, but if we can really get things organized, we'd like to get going in late February. So.
Seniors may be concerned about the date of their final day of school being moved due to snow days, but apparently, according to Principal Jay Opperman, that shouldn't be a problem.
At this point, we still have enough hours built in. Unless we had some crazy storm and started having a lot of snow days from here on out, we should be fine with the May 13th date.
Seniors' last day is, as of right now, scheduled for Tuesday, May 13th. The school board is planning on having the seniors get out the Tuesday before graduation and have the rehearsal the following Wednesday.
So hey, there are a couple of school dances coming up pretty soon, namely the Make-A-Wish dance and the Winter Ball.
The annual Make-A-Wish dance is being held January 31st in the South Gym. Tickets are $4 each, and it is open to HHS students exclusively. The following day, February 1st, the first ever Winter Ball is being held by the dance competition team. It's semi-formal and taking place at the Adams County Fairgrounds from 8 p.m. to midnight.
Hastings isn't a huge town, but it's big enough that the 6 elementary schools in Hastings aren't big enough, and that's not saying anything for the deteriorating buildings.
The Hastings Public Schools Board of Education is proposing a bond issue for 2014 that will help to alleviate many of these current issues. I have the full story. Many Hastings High students may remember some of the issues they faced during elementary school. From overcrowding to lack of air conditioning, going to school could get very uncomfortable.
Right now we have a number of buildings that have no air conditioning, and since you're a junior in high school, you know what it's like to go without air conditioning and then what it is to have it.
The Hastings Public Schools Board of Education is now proposing a bond issue that, if passed, will give all school buildings a major facelift.
We also don't have very good ventilation systems. Just simple turnover of air and having a controlled temperature or a decent temperature and having air turnover helps people to learn, and I think that will probably be one of the greatest advantages we'll have.
The first step in the 6-year process will be to add on to Watson, Hawthorne, and Lincoln elementaries. By the time this phase is completed, Watson will have nearly tripled in size. The second phase will be to completely remodel the Longfellow and Alcott elementary buildings. Hastings Public Schools Superintendent Craig Couts says that these aging buildings will receive much-needed updates. While there is room in the budget for Morton Elementary to be renovated, it will not be used as an elementary building. It is possible that it could be used as a preschool building, administrative offices, or even for high school vocational classes.
It could also be used by some senior high people. Just recently I had the people from the vocational area tell me that that would make a great career pathway building. Now that's a new idea, but I think in 6 years how we'll use Morton is probably going to become evident.
The bond issue will be voted on during the primaries on May 13th. If the bond issue is passed, the school board hopes to move the project forward with little cost to the community.
The plan really is an attempt to listen to the community. We're trying to make this bond election levy neutral or a very small slight increase by the time we're done. It's $21.5 million. And we think we can make this thing work and not cost the taxpayers any more than they're presently paying, and still make tremendous strides in our elementary facilities.
With many of the buildings quickly outgrowing their usefulness, Couts hopes that the plan will get off the ground as soon as possible.
I think we're on borrowed time. I think we need to get in there and make those buildings like new so that kids have the best learning environment we can possibly provide them.
Reporting for the Tiger Cub Online, I'm Sarah Johnson.
Our community wants buildings that are up to code. Our community wants...
For the latest in swimming, bowling, basketball, and wrestling, Wyatt Davis is in our sports studio.
Thanks, guys. Hastings High's winter sports teams have been putting in hard work with some very impressive showings this far. With districts approaching, the Tigers are looking for a push in all areas. The Tiger swim team has had a couple of notable accomplishments. The boys beat Kearney earlier this season. Also, the Tiger divers have placed well throughout all their meets this year. Hastings Tigers boys bowling team is the only undefeated team in Class B, standing at 9-0. The Lady Tiger bowlers are 8-1, ranked second in Class B. Both the boys and the girls competed this past weekend at districts. Girls competed in Grand Island and the boys competed here in Hastings, going for their 5th straight district championship. The boys basketball team has been traveling down a tough road so far with a 4-7 record. Last weekend, the boys played GI Northwest and Gothenburg, both games here at the Jungle. The girls are standing at 6-6, also playing GI Northwest and Gothenburg Friday and Saturday. The wrestling team's record is 13-5. The last big tournament for the Tiger Grapplers was Saturday, January 25th, at the Lexington Invitational. The Tigers are ranked 5th overall in Class A. 4 individuals are ranked in the top 6 in state. Caleb Nugent is ranked 5th at 145. Nolan Laux is ranked 3rd in the state at 120. Brandon Kyle is ranked 1st overall, wrestling at 113 pounds. Freshman Colton Hatch is ranked 6th at 106 pounds.
With a top 5 Class A ranking and 4 highly ranked individuals, the Tiger wrestlers are making an impressive showing this year. Currently ranked 2nd at 132 pounds, senior Eric Colson says success is simple.
You got to defend your position and try to beat number 1.
That takes consistency. Senior Nate Morrow, currently ranked 4th at 138 pounds, says setting goals is a factor in staying focused.
Hopefully is to win the state title.
How do you think you can achieve that goal?
Just keep working hard in practice and try to get stronger.
Even with the current success, the team members are still working to improve to defend their position. 113-pound junior Brandon Kyle, currently ranked 1st in the state at 19-0, is trying not to let the pressure get to him.
I think it's just a lot of people expect you to do the things that you want to do also, but other people expect it, and I don't know, it's just a lot of weight on your back.
Kyle says even with the goal of a state championship for so many on the team, getting better every day is key.
I think the thing I need to work on the most is just keeping my mind on the goal and just staying headstrong through the season, and I think good things will come.
With videographer Tyler Musgrave, I'm Kylie Mon, reporting for Tiger Cub Online.
That's it for this month in Tiger Sports. Keep repping the black and orange, and always remember, go Tigers. Sarah and Nathaniel, back to you.
Finally, we have this month's edition of Random Ramblings, in which I fidget uncomfortably and ask Lydia Meyer a bunch of questions. Hello, and welcome again to another edition of the Tiger Cub Online Random Ramblings with me, Nathaniel Sass, your host. Today, I have Lydia Meyer, who's a sophomore here at Hastings High and is really happy to be here.
So happy.
So our first question today for Lydia is, what are your New Year's revolutions?
Revolutions? Like rebelling against my parents?
Sure. I think the teleprompter's wrong. That should say Revelations. What's your favorite last book of the Bible? revelations. Our next question is about school life. And Lydia, your grades were pretty bad the last semester. So how are you going to fix them for the next semester?
Well, I'm going to spend more time with my friends studying. We're going to have big study groups. I'm going to ace all of the tests. And I'm not going to go and... You're really wiggly.
Not like you.
Can I take my shoes off?
Sure. Okay. Our next question for Lydia. You are very involved with drama. What's that going to look like this year, which is 2014?
Well, there's the musical, and it's by Birdie, and I'm so excited for that. I mean, I get to hang out with all my friends, and we get to sing songs, and, you know, put on a good performance, and that's going to be really fun.
You're really peppy.
I know, isn't it great?
The next question for Lydia is, how do you have so much energy so early in the year?
Oh, well, I don't go to sleep 2 o'clock, sometimes 3, but usually it's 4. And then I get up really early, and so I'm running on this much sleep. And then I just act like this all the time, and I'm really happy, and I surround myself with good friends, and oh, are you okay?
Thanks for watching Tiger Cub Online's Random Rambling. I'm Nathaniel Sass, and that's Lydia Meyer. Thanks for watching, and go to our website at www.tigercubonline.org. Thank you.
Thank you for watching the Tiger Cub Online's January 2014 broadcast. You can check us out at tigercubonline.org.
Thanks for watching. I'm Nathaniel Sass.
And I'm Sarah Johnson.